Good evening, everyone. How are you doing this evening? My name is Kelly Wentworth. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Kennebunk, Maine. I want to thank you for joining. Kim, how are you, my friend? Oh, it's so good to see you. Hi, Anne. Thank you for joining. I hope you ladies are doing well. I miss you too. Hope you're doing okay. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. All the rain we've been having. I mean, we've needed the rain, but my gosh. I guess I know where that saying comes from. It never rains, but it pours, but it's been crazy. I hope you ladies are doing okay. If you're new to my channel or my group here, please make sure you say hello so we can welcome you. Let us know where you're from. And if you're watching the replay, please do the same. I do go back and try to respond to all comments and messages. So we'd love to hear from you. Hey, Cynthia. I also have a YouTube channel where I post all my videos, easy access there, and I will post the link to that underneath this video once this video stops. So all my links will be posted. Also, we have a VIP Facebook group, and that's for all of you to share your cards, your inspiration, your projects, to ask questions, to share mystery stamping when we do mystery stamping. So that's also a group that you can join, and I will have that link also posted. How are you doing, Cynthia? I'm doing well, Sharon. Doing okay. And Anne, I'm glad you got out of the book for a little bit to do some card inspiration. So I appreciate that. Okay, looks like I am live in the feed. Okay, so we're going to get started. And I think, so I did post in my last post here, this is my last Facebook Live for 2 weeks. I'm going to be leaving, going out of town next week. And so I won't be, the way it is scheduled right now, I'm not scheduled for the next 2 weeks to go live. I will be doing some posts and all of that, but I won't be able to do a Facebook Live. If that changes, I will let you know, but that's the way it is looking at this point. So I'm glad you ladies are here tonight. And let's do a little bit of business first. So a reminder, we're having our fantastic annual Designer Series paper sale. This is a great time to stock up on your favorites with 15% off. So, and these are all really good paper packs out of the annual catalog. So, I've used many of these. They're stunning. They're gorgeous. So it's a great time to stock up and get 15% off your favorite designer series paper. How many times do we go to make a project and we wished we had some designer series paper? So now is the time to stock up on that. The sale is going through the month of July into August 2nd. So there's the list of paper, and you can also go to my online store, which is right here, kellywentworth.stampingup.net, and you can click on designer series paper sale, and you can see all the papers listed there as well. So don't miss out on that. And I also just wanted to do a quick update on the Hope Box, which is the next paper pumpkin kit. And this kit was actually created by our founder, Shelley, and she actually had input into this and helped to create this paper pumpkin box. And it's going to contain enough supplies to create 9 cards and has coordinating envelopes. It comes with a classic stamping spot and an exclusive stamp set. The box is designed to be a keepsake box, so you can keep your mementos and cherished memories. And I posted a video of what Shelley has put in her Hope Box. It was very uplifting. It really was. So, and it's featuring an empowering color palette with all these colors: Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Melon Mambo, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and Poppy Parade. So it's a beautiful paper pumpkin box, and it is available now. You can register through August 10th, always through the following 10th of the month. So if you're not registered or you've never done it, now is the time to try that out. I don't think you will be sorry. Let me move that. Hi, Lisa. How are you? I was just thinking about you today. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, you were on my mind today, girl. I hope you are doing well. So don't forget to share my video, and once you share, please post a comment that you shared. I do a giveaway every week. Last week were the frosted and clear epoxy droplets, and the winner for last week is Sharon Rowland. Sharon, you're on here, correct? I think I saw her. Congratulations, Sharon, and thank you for sharing. And this week I have this adorable Sweet Pins and Tags kit. It actually comes with tags that you can see. They are they have sparkles around the edges, and it has paper clips, and it has some embellishments on the inside. This was, I think, part of a suite a while back. There she is. You are welcome, Sharon. Thank you so much. So this is an adorable kit with tags, and trying to see if I can tell. Let's see. Let me open it here. Well, you get quite a few of them too, and then you get these pins. Very cute. There's 48 pieces in this kit. So this is the drawing for this week. So please share the video and post that you shared, and you could be the winner. Oh, you got to get the hand pen, Karen. You have to get the hand pen paper. It is, well, they all are beautiful. They all are beautiful, but it is so pretty. So pretty. And a reminder that we have our mini catalog, and we have our celebration. They do say July on this, but it is actually August, and this is going to be August as well. So if you don't have a demonstrator and you need a catalog, let me know, and I can get one out to you. Wait until you see what's in these catalogs. I agree, Cynthia. Now is the time to stock up. Because remember, this paper is in the annual, these papers are all in the annual catalog. So they are going to be here right through next year. So, and I'll tell you, I've been using a lot of Designer Series paper lately. Seems like I'm using my paper more, which I'm trying to do. Okay, so let's get started. And again, here is my host code. If you do place an order and your order is under $150, here is my host code for the month. I would appreciate you using that. It does help me bring these free videos to you and do the giveaways. And if you are placing an order and your order is over $150, then don't use this code because you can get the rewards for that. So tonight, I have to say, I am going to be sharing some cards made with this bundle. And this is called All Squared Away. And when I first saw this in the book, I have to admit, I was like, I don't know. But wait until you see what you can do with these. These are, to me, are so much fun. I've had a lot of fun playing with these. So I'm going to share, I'm going to make some cards for you, and then I'm going to share some other ideas on ways to use them as well. So I'm just kind of being creative with it. But if you buy both of these together, you save 10%. So I think you will like this. And if you haven't looked at this, it's on page, I think it's 117 in the catalog. And if you haven't noticed it, or you didn't have this on your list, maybe I can change your mind by the end of this class. I think there's a lot of fun. There's a lot of potential with this stamp set. So I hope you will see it that way as well. So we're going to start off more on the easier side. Easier, I say. And this is the first card that I made. And it's pretty simple. What I did is I used the stamps in this one to no dies. I just used the stamps in the 4 different designs. And what I did is I embossed the. Let's see, what did I use? I used the painted texture embossing folder. But tonight, I'll just change in the color a little bit, okay? And we're going to use the polished paint, but we're going to make the same exact card. So here is the polished pink, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Hi, Lori. How are you? You love this set? Awesome. I didn't even give this a second look when I first saw it, to be honest with you, and I am so glad I got it. And I've had a lot of fun with it. So, do you like it? And then I'm going to use a piece of Whisper White, or Basic White, and this is 4 by 4, I believe, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, and I'm going to use something I don't use very often, and that is I'm bringing in my Stamparatus. How many of you have the Stamparatus? And how many of you like the Stamparatus, I should say? So I mounted the 4 stamps, just laid them, butted them up against each other on there. And we're going to bring in the polished pink. Yay! Do you guys use it? I hope so. So I'm going to ink it up. So I'm going to put my 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 here. That down. And the reason why I'm doing it on the Stamparatus is, actually, I'll be honest with you, the first time I did it on a block, and it came out fine. But what I like about the Stamparatus is, if you don't get it exactly where, let me move my, whoops, I'm gonna move that a little bit. If you don't like the impression that you get on it the very first time, you can just ink it up again, and you can just, and it goes right back in the same spot. And you can see I didn't get very good there, so we're gonna, let me move my, I'm gonna ink it up again. These magnets are so strong. Hold on here. Hang on. There we go. And we're going to just do it again. I have to tell you, Anne, there are so many techniques that you can do with this Stamparatus. And I ought to do a class on it. I'm going to turn it over. I don't like the way that one came out. I think I moved my paper just slightly. There are so many techniques you can do with this. All right. Let's do it this way. I think I shared I've had Christmas card orders before. Is there a glare on the camera here or something? Sure. Can you guys see okay? You seeing a glare? Yeah, that's better. And anyways, I wanted it to be really perfect on the inside, and I had like 100, I don't know, 175 maybe cards that I had to make. And it was just so easy using this, and then making sure that the sentiment was in the exact same spot on every inside of the card. It was perfect. But you can do hinge stamping with this. Again, you can repeat like I just did if you don't get it dark enough. To try to line something back up is not always easy, as we all know. So let me get my chamois real quick. Just clean this up. It is a great tool and one that any crafter should have. Okay, so there we go. And I love the dimension on the card base. I wasn't going to do it, and then I don't know, I just thought that that was really kind of brought out the designs on there. So, okay. So I'm going to pop that up. Make it, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on here. Lisa, do you use yours? Are you using it? I hope. I think I'm going to put one more. Hang on. I know some people, honestly, who won't stamp without it. There we go. Oh, for goodness sakes. All right, we're just going to center that as best you can. Okay, and then I'm going to take a scrap and we're going to get the ink out. Yeah, it's really good if you're doing duplicates. If you're doing a lot of the same, also it's really good to do that. So I did the best thing about today is you. So we're going to go ahead and do that in the polished pink. And I am using the Tailored Tag Punch. Which I thought, I just thought the design of that. Now, I'm also, on this one, you'll see I sponged around the edge. I just thought that added a little bit. If you want to keep it all white, you can do that. I use the sponge daubers for that. And this just gives it a little bit more dimension. There we go. And again, we're gonna pop that up. I love that I'm using up the rest of my dimensions here. I've got a lot of open packs. So we're gonna go ahead and then I just centered that like right in there, like that. Now, let me see, where did we also have these adorable loose flower flourishes, and they're in the in colors, which, as you know, these are all the new in colors, which I absolutely love. Look at those, aren't they beautiful? So I'm gonna use a glue dot. I'm gonna put some on to here. Whoop. One there. And we'll do a pink one. I've been using these flowers quite a bit, so I'm gonna order some more. And, whoop, and I'm gonna use this little yellow one here. I'm just kind of rolling it. You use yours, Sharon? What do you like most about your Stamparatus? Tell me what you like most about it. Like, what does it do best for you? How do you like it the best? And there's your card. Simple but elegant. On the inside of this one, I did do a little strip of we can add that. I know I don't always finish off the inside. Let's see, I did. So this is the DSP 6x6 pack that comes in all the in colors, the new in colors. I highly recommend. And then just trim it off. You get things straighter, absolutely. How many times have you had to re-ink because you didn't like the image? You didn't like the way the image came out? And then the saying I have in there is happiest of birthdays to you. So this is a really pretty birthday card. And whoop. So tell me which one you like. Do you like the polished pink or the fresh freesia? See how those little elements make a difference? I think they're really pretty. Lining up multiple stamps, Lori, when you're using one color? Yes. Or how many times have you wanted to do have happy birthday or congratulations, and you maybe wanted to do it all the way down? That's where you would do hinge stamping. You could just take it, because the plates come out, move it down a hinge, and you could just keep doing it all the way down, and it makes a great background stamp as well. So there's lots to do with the Stamparatus, and there are all kinds of tools out there to even help you more. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to step it up a little. And here is the next one. In this one, we're going to do a little bit of what we call color blocking technique. And now on this one, I don't know if you can see it, but can you see the embossing? So let me show you what that is. So new in our catalog, we have two new embossing, well, we have several new embossing folders, but these ones come together, and it's called Thanks and Hello. And it says thanks in all different kinds of, what am I trying to say? Different languages. And the same thing for hello. So when I did this one, I just made sure when I moved it, and I'll show you what I mean. Let me get my pieces. So on this one, you can see the thanks. So I just kind of lined it up where I wanted it to be, like that, and I put it through because I wanted the bigger thanks to be right in the center. But these are really great new embossing folders, the thanks and the hello, something that you can use with, virtually any card. And they're smaller ones, so they go in the baby cut and emboss machine, as we call it. So first time I used it, I really like it. So what I'm using on here is thick Whisper White, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we also need a 2 by 2 piece of white, a 2 by 2 piece of black, and I have Soft Succulent at 2 by 3.5. And I have a piece of the DSP out of that in color paper pack, the 6 by 6 paper pack. You can use any one you want. And that is 1 3/4 by 3.5. And then we have a piece of basic black 4 by 5 1/4. We also, I went ahead and I cut out one of the flowers in the white, and I'll show you. So I'm going to show you different ideas on ways to use these dies, and I'm hoping that it sparks some interest for you. So I used this one right here, and I cut that out. And then I actually cut it out again, and I don't know if you've seen it in our catalog, but we have some vellum, shimmer vellum in the in colors. And let me show you, I think I have it. Let's see, where did I put it? Hold on. Look at this shimmer vellum. So it comes in the polished pink. It comes in all the in colors. And so I used the soft succulent on this one. And we're going to trim it out, and I'm going to show you how I did that. But isn't this gorgeous? Look at this. You see the sparkle? And it comes in all of the in colors. Something else you may have missed. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to put down the black. So let's get that down first. The 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to center that right on the front of the card. I have a really hard time picking a favorite with these. I mean, Fresh Freesia is probably at the top of my list, but I am using all of these colors, and even the Pale Papaya that was probably not at the top of my list is really growing on me the more I use it. But I love the Soft Succulent. I really love the Evening Evergreen. I can't wait to use that with the Christmas stuff. It's just really, really pretty. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue these down. And actually, this one is embossed, so I'm going to use my Tombow. And the reason why I'm using Tombow with this is because of the embossing. It'll stick better. And we're just going to, and this piece, like I said, is 1.5 by 3 7/8. And it's just leaving a little bit of a border. And go ahead. Put the, whoop, uh-oh. And we're just going to let a little bit of the black peek through. And this is what we call color blocking technique. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put down the Soft Succulent. And this is 2 by 3.5. Something about the color blocking technique that I just think looks so elegant. Okay, so on this you're going to see I used the shimmer pink and the shimmer leaf. And so how I did that is I cut out one of the block with the flower in it, and we're going to trim that out, and we're just going to go along the lines. So this is another way to use these dies, and it's easy because there's lines on the inside, you can almost see them, and we're just going to cut those down. And then we're going to cut this flower off because we don't need it. But save it. You might use it for another card. Trim those little tiny piece. And we're going to lay that right over. Now, what I've noticed, and I'm going to show you this, the difference on my last card, but when you're using white, and you're using the shimmer vellum, it's almost, you can't really see through it. So it's okay to just kind of put that like right on there, and it doesn't show through. Typically when you're using regular vellum and you're using glue, you can kind of see through it. There we go. So see how pretty that is? There we go. And then we're going to take, I've already cut the flower out of the pink, and we're going to do the same thing. And you don't need a lot. And there is one flower that is bigger than the rest, one petal, and that one goes on the top. I figured that out after a while. So again, I cut out one of the squares, the square. I'll give you the visual. So I cut this one out in white, and now I cut it out again in the green shimmer, and then I just cut the flower out, and we're just adding those pieces. So does the shimmer show up on there, I hope? Isn't that pretty? And then it fits perfectly on the 2x2 square black. So if you want to cut any of these four squares out, just use a 2x2 piece, whether it's white or black. And we're just going to put a little bit of glue. And you want to go, you don't want a lot because you don't want it oozing out. And it really will make this pop with the black background. A little bit too much glue in this corner, but it'll dry. It's fine. Isn't that pretty? See the shimmer? And then I took the polished pink ribbon, and you can see on this one I just kind of folded it underneath. And bring it back up here like that. Let me get a piece of Scotch tape. I find that tape holds it down the best. Oh, got a little flyaway here, hang on. There we go. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on that. and lay it down, kind of centered. Then I took the beautiful in color jewels, which I absolutely love. I just bought more of these as well because I'm using them a lot. And we're going to go ahead and put one of the pale papaya in the center of the flower. So on this one, I put the pale papaya in the middle, and then I did a couple on the side. So I did a, let's see, big one. Whoop. Hang on. Sticking to my finger here. And the little one. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Kind of simple but elegant, not very difficult to make. I think the color blocking really pops. I love it. And I love these jewels. Okay, I have one more if you guys have time. And I'm going to show you another way to use these and show you what I did. Okay? So this one, I saw this design from Mary Fish, and I absolutely, for those of you who love the black and the white, you will love this. So in this one, so I'm using the thick Whisper White, and then I cut out each one in the 4 black, and I just took a piece of 4x4, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and put the 4 and cut them all out at the same time. And then cut out the accent pieces. Now let me show you what's really interesting with this set, okay? So you can cut all 4 of these out at the same time. Just cut your 4x4 or 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, I think I used. And cut them all out at the same time. But you have these accent pieces. So this one is this one. And then these two are these two here. And then this one goes with this one. But what is odd is they didn't have one for this. So what you could do is you could just cut this out like I did the one in the vellum, and then trim if you want to paper pierce it and put it over. And I'll show you what I mean by that. I just thought that was kind of odd. So thick Whisper White, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then another piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4. And that's what we're going to do our pieces on. So we're just going to glue these down. And again, this card is not difficult to make, but I think it packs a wow. And we'll do this one. Then we're going to do the third one. And I'm leaving just a slight border on these. And then we got the fourth one here. And I'm going to show you a different way that you can do the same design, but even do something different. And I'm going to show you a sample of that after. And I finished that one. I've had a lot of fun playing with this set. There's so many different ways that you can use it. Okay. And then what I have is, let me get my little goodie bag here. So I've cut a bunch of pieces out ahead of time. Some of them are in the shimmer, some of them are not. And we're just going to glue these on. So probably the most time-consuming part of this one would be the gluing. And these ones are this is just regular paper, not the shimmer. But I'm going to show you. You like it, Cynthia? Thank you. Cynthia, did you say you have this set? So you're basically just taking the elements and popping it up in the different colors and just adding to it. Whoop. Where'd it go? My fingers are starting to get all sticky here from the glue. And gonna put that in there. And then we have a pink flower. Stick that on there. And you don't have to complete like the whole thing. Like on this one I just did the pink flower. And then you can do like the purple here like that. And you can make them any color you want. Change it up. Yeah, I wasn't sure when I first saw it, and then I'm like, I saw some really pretty cards and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to get this one. I like the versatility of it. And then again, this one for some reason doesn't have a separate element, so I just cut it out. Cut the block out of the color I wanted, and I'm just going to trim it. And that's the thing about these, you can do that with all of them. then I'm a proponent, I think I've told you, when you're putting color, tone on tone, you pop them up. I think it shows more. And let's see. So, again, I'm going on vacation. I'm going out of town. I leave next week. So, the way my schedule is at this point, I will not be on for the next 2 weeks. It's going to seem odd. There we go. Pop that up. And then what I did was, how many of you have the many messages? It's one big stamp. You stamp it in the color that you want, and when you cut it out, it's one cut, one die in this bundle, and it cuts them all the labels out at once. And let me grab my where did I put it? Oh, right here. So I have a bunch of these. I did them on black and I embossed them with white. Or I did them in white, just regular white. You can do like, congratulate, so happy to hear of your exciting news, congratulations. So that would fit there. I did let's celebrate you on this one. So any of them that would, that would fit. There's a happy birthday. Let me see. And what I do is I just do wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. Happy birthday. Happy anniversary. You get all kinds of things. And the thing is, if you do that ahead of time, just put them in a bag, then they'll be done. So I think on this one, let's see, let's do happy birthday. Always use a birthday card. I'm going to Ohio with a couple of friends. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Now let me show you. So this is how easy it is to just cut out the whites. But I want to show you what I did after I made this card. So here it is in the Fresh Freesia. I stamped it like I did the first card, like this one. But then I used the foam adhesive sheets that we sell, and I put all 4 of them on, and see how squishy and puffy they are? So you can pop them up and use the foam sheets, and they're stickies. And I just did the sticky right over, so that one is kind of taking this one to another level. And then on this one, I did the same thing with the black. I used the foam adhesive sheets, and then I added the shimmer. Now, this is what I'm saying. If you look, I mean, I kind of like it, but for some reason the glue shows through on this vellum, but not on the white. So when you're using it on black, it shows up, but it kind of looks, I thought it looked neat into the flowers, but it's just a different way of using it. And then again, taking this one, kind of another level, I guess. And then there's this one here. Man, I make a mess. If I can get them all in the camera here. There we go. What do you think? Do you like them? I love this set. And I hope you guys enjoyed this and will give it a try, or will at least think about it. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope I've inspired you to try this bundle, or at least some of the techniques I used tonight in this class. I hope you all have a great couple of weeks. I will be in touch. I will be posting on my page, so stay tuned for that. I'll miss you all for 2 weeks, but if something changes in my schedule, I will let you know. But have a great couple of weeks, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.